This week on Dude Stuff.
5 minutes. Follow.
What's going on, guys? So today we are going to be looking at the Ebike 500 watt mid-drive kit. Now, I've done a million hub drive conversions, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but I've done a hell of a lot of hub drive stuff, and to be honest, I don't even think Andy's tried this kit out. So I've took it upon myself to get hold of a kit to let you guys know if it's any good. For those of you who watch my channel know I'm not really the biggest fan of mid-drives in mountain bikes. They do have their place, but it's a very small niche to me. I don't think they're any good for sort of everyday. It's not as if they're not good. I prefer hub drives for everyday use. Most of the mid-drive bikes, mountain bikes I've tried, are too noisy. Above sort of 1500 watts, they just rip the teeth off the sprocket. They can rip the chain in half, then you can't get home. I just don't see the point. They're just, hub drives usually smoother and quieter and just nice to use every day. However, being 500 watts, this kit has got benefits already. It comes into the country looking no different to a 250 watt. So by UK law, it doesn't look anything extreme. The battery's not massive. It's got no stickers on it whatsoever saying the power output. So, you know, technically it's probably not road legal, or is it? It's actually limited by factory to 15. So as long as you don't fit the throttle, it's no different to any other hub drive bike that comes in the country, 750 watt plus, that's limited. So technically it probably is legal. I'm not entirely sure how this whole law thing works, but the majority of bikes seem to be well above 250 watts, but just limited by the controller or by the display. The only thing I will say is this kit came without any instructions at all for the display. It was fairly straightforward to fit. It came with instructions for the bottom bracket mid-drive motor. That was fairly straightforward. What I will say is I found the model of this display on YouTube, and I'll put it up on the screen now. There's a guy who's done a video, covers all the display settings, so I'll just put the link up to that. He's done an in-depth video, so it tells you exactly what you need to know about the display. The only thing I really got stuck on was where to plug the throttle in. Now there's 3 ports on the back of the display. The centre one is for the throttle and the outside 2 are for the electronic brake sensors, which I didn't bother fitting. I never bother with the electronic brake sensors. I just find them pointless. I prefer being able to use the throttle and feather the brakes from coming from a motorbike riding background as well. Anyway, enough talk. I want to find out whether this changes my mind somewhat on mid-drive kits today. You know, I don't see any issue with it shearing teeth off the sprocket. I'm hoping it's that sweet spot of power that's going to make it much better than just having a normal bike, but not so much power. It's just going to shear up the back sprockets and just be unrideable. I don't like flicking through the gears on a very high power mid-drive because it's just brutal on the chain and the cassette. So hopefully this is a, you know, fingers crossed, we'll see. I'm going to give you an honest opinion today, and let's get straight into it. Right guys, what's going on? So here we are out at my local bike park, just doing some light urban off-roading, and I'm going to tell you some of the things that I like and possibly even dislike about this kit, because I believe everything's got its pros and cons. So this kit is a 500 watt motor, 48 volt. And what I like about that is there's no stickers to say that it's high power, because technically it's not. And although it's got a maximum output of 500 watt unlocked, you can ride this in a mode where it only does 15 miles an hour. And you can limit it, I believe, on the display to only do 15 miles an hour. So to me, that's a massive bonus. It's a discreet everyday kit in my eyes that you can get away with riding. Ideal for the streets, and you know, it's absolutely fine for doing stuff like this, which is not like extreme off-roading, but it's going to get you about your local parks, you know, service road, trail roads, whatever you want to call them. I like the battery design on it. As batteries go, it's a decent looking battery. It's got like a really durable grab handle, sort of rubber strap for removing the battery or carrying it around, which is great. I think this bike comes in 36 volt and 48 volt. From riding this already for a bit, I would highly recommend the 48 volt, this one, because it goes all right. I think we should get some drone footage of this bike. This is my latest gadget. This actually flies itself. So instead of having to look for a drone pilot for a video, I've now got a drone and a pilot in my pocket. It's a pretty sick little gadget. Let's go. Yeah, so what I think this bike can and can't do, say this bike, this kit. I don't think this kit is meant for extreme off-roading, but I just don't think people really use it. There's not a lot of people who use it for that. I think people that are doing extreme stuff like downhill and they're just using normal mountain bikes 9 times out of 10, you know. Your average person's just going to be coming over their local bike parks a bit like this, using it to get to work, to the shops, going out for a leisurely ride, and I think this pushes all the, or ticks all the boxes. The biggest thing that I'm impressed with on this kit so far is the fact that it is nice and quiet. It really is. I can just hear the motor a little bit. Sometimes it comes out a bit louder on camera because of the, you know, the local sound field area around my microphone. Doesn't always give a realistic output of how noisy a motor is, but for a mid-drive, this has got to be, I would say this is without a doubt the quietest mid-drive I have tested yet. So it's nice and stealthy and chill and quiet, and it's got enough power, as you can see, to get up these hills. And these are some pretty big hills, but not so much power it's just going to rip all your sprockets to bits and snap your chain in half. I think it's the perfect kit for people that actually want to ride their bike, mostly on pedal assist. Guys, don't forget I'm giving away a brand spanking new, I think it's £1,400 or £1,500 e-bike with torque sensing, pedal assist, folding fat tyre, really nice bit of kit. Not many entries on this one at the moment, guys, so you've got really good odds of winning for just £2. So check out the link in the description and see if you can win yourself an awesome e-bike for next to nothing, basically. I've just bumped into my mate John on the trails, and we've both got the same brand bike. I didn't even realise. We've got the Cube D.I.Y 500 watt mid-drive conversion. And what is that, a Cube model?
140.
Cube 140 with a Bosch Performance Line motor. So it'd be quite interesting just following John around a little bit of the trails. It'd help if I turn my bike on. I've lost my pedal assist, mate. I've lost my pedal assist. It's almost intimidating following a bike that probably cost several grand on my little cheap DIY homemade hardtail through the tunnel of doom. Very muddy. Trying to keep up with the Cube. How's your bike doing on this hill? Relatable, mate, relatable. Should point out at this point that Johnny's in full riding gear and a lid, and I'm not. Sick. I'm going to split an head up in a sec. That's wicked. Cheers, mate. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, so summary for this kit then, guys. I actually quite like it. For someone who's not a massive fan of mid-drives on mountain bikes, I think it's a pretty niche thing. There's not many people that I think personally actually need one. I mean, if you're doing some serious heavy duty off-roading or some small jumps, and you probably, you know, or big jumps for that matter, you probably do want a mid-drive, yeah, but not everyone's out there doing that. Or if they are, they're just using a normal mountain bike, because bike parks are normally designed to roll in with some speed, you know, and utilise the bike's momentum landing to hit the next jumps, etc. Anyway, good kit. Plus things I like about it, I like the fact the display tilts, that's pretty funky. I like the battery design. I like the torque sensing pedal assist. I like the fact that the motor is really nice and quiet, easy to fit, it's cheap, it's light. The brand is Tongshen, which isn't quite as well known as Bafang, but it is pretty well known. So I would still class this as a branded mid-drive. Sold through the Kirbebike store. Oh, make sure you check out the links in the video description, because there is an exclusive discount code for dudestuffuk subscribers, so you can get this even cheaper. So if your heart really is set on a mid-drive kit, I do recommend this. It's also got walk modes, cruise control, you know, decent kit. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Take it easy.